Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to my video. I am Natoshi. So we have another monthly candlestick that's gonna open up tomorrow for September, and August gonna end. So when we are looking at the higher time frames, we see the market giving us a pretty strong candlestick right now. But when we are breaking it down to the lower time frames, I'm gonna show you the levels that we can work with during the sideways market that we're in right now between 29k and 26k. So if you want to know more about the most important levels that we're looking at right now to see if the market's going to break them or if we're just going to continue to go sideways in between these levels, make sure to stick to this video and I'll show you everything that I see on the charts right now. Remember, I'm no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, as always, but continue to look at this one and I'll show you the most important levels that we're looking at right now when it comes to September. Guys, it is 4 days left before we're gonna end this giveaway with this Apple Watch Series 8 when you are depositing $100 to Bitflex. So Bitflex is a leverage trading platform for cryptocurrencies with 2x to 100x. When you're placing your first trade, you will have $10 back, and then you will also be able to win yourself this Apple Watch Series 8. So for you to be able to have this giveaway watch, you're using the link in the description down below the video. You also have it right here pinned in the corner for you to be able to do this. If you have never used Bitflex before, I highly recommend you to look at this tutorial that I have for Bitflex so you know exactly on how to use the platform so you're not doing anything wrong. I know it can be a little bit complicated with all of the things that you see right here on the charts, but look at the tutorial and you will have a much better understanding on how to use Bitflex right now. And you don't need any KYC for this platform either, which is really good because there's a lot of other platforms that want you to have it. So link in the description down below the video for you to be able to win this Apple Watch Series 8. Let's have an overview look of what's happening right now on BTC. We have another monthly candlestick that's gonna close in 10 hours from now. So we have the September candlestick that's gonna start to form and August that's gonna stop. So just looking at the overall perspective right now, we can see that we are still testing the sideways market at 27,000 160 around that level. We'll see that more on the lower time frames, but we can actually just add one level right here. So if we do fail or if the market does break below this previous support, we're looking down at some previous levels. The market can drop down to retest, because if we're losing one level, we need to drop down to retest another level. So go down to the weekly chart. You can see how we did drop down to retest the support right here. So this is the close of the wick from previous month, as you see, the sideways market. And this is the level that we, when I'm recording this, are retesting right now. So we can, as always, use one other Fibonacci level from low, from high to low. And if the market would push back up, we're still looking for a retest around 28,590, 29,400. So just breaking it down more and more to the lower time frames, we can also see that the 50 and the 61.8% is exactly where the previous low was on BTC. So between these levels, the market will probably push back up for a retest. Or if the market does do this, this is also, of course, where we can see the market slowly instead of drop down once again. Because when we have the opening of a new candlestick, as you see on the lower time frames, you can see the market being very volatile during that time. So this happens also on the higher time frames candlestick, because everything is happening. It just takes longer time, of course, on the higher time frames to form these type of retests. But just looking at the overall perspective, we are still going sideways in between. You can see before, if we just drag this up, how the market has been going sideways in between these levels. We've seen some fake outs from both the support and the resistance. So right now what we're doing is that we're obviously waiting to see what the market's going to do from here. We were in a sideways market before on the 4 hourly. So if we just drag another Fibonacci from low to high, we can drop down between 29,999 and 26,730. So we can see the market, if the market's going to create this as a higher low, we can still push back up to 20, as I said, to these levels. Take profit 1 based off this Fibonacci is exactly at the 50% Fibonacci level that we do have. And if we go down even more, when we want to see the market reverse the trend, we want to see the market, in this case, we're still below the trend line. And if the market drops down to this Fibonacci, this is where we'll see the market slowly and steady reverse the trend, which means that if the market gives us a couple of lows, begin to create the higher high, we're waiting for the market to break the trend line for that next potential long position. So in the beginning of September month, we just might have a wick up to the Fibonacci level for the retest. And down from there, we're looking to see if the market's going to reverse down. Because remember, we need to follow the candlesticks that we have on the higher time frame perspective. And the monthly is pretty aggressive to the downside. So in between these levels, from 27,000, if we are retesting this Fibonacci level, we can have a push up to 28,600. If we are breaking below 26,700, we can still have a drop down to the previous support at 25,850. If the market does break 25,800, then we're looking for a drop down to 23,200. So the market is going in a sideways market right now. We don't have any clear direction at the time on the lower time frames, even on the daily. We're just bouncing in between these levels. But if we are taking a closer look on the lower time frames, when the market does hit these levels, we will be able to catch either the movements to the upside or to the downside. If you're not following me on my Twitter, please make sure to do that. This is also where I give you some daily updates on the charts of the currencies that I have. So make sure you have the link up here, and you also have all my social medias down below in the description down below the video. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when I'm live next time, when I do have my daily updates, and we'll see each other in the next live stream or in the next video.